Today is World Hunger Day. And with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. This is an article from the publicnewsservice.org of Connecticut. It's May the 28th of 2021. And the USDA in 2019 says Connecticut's rate of food insecurity at 13% was already higher than the national average of 10.5%. But in the last 15 months, the number of people served by Food Share and Connecticut Food Bank has boomed. It says, what I hope people take away is that it can affect anybody. And I think that one thing that we've definitely seen during the pandemic is that it can affect anybody. There's a lot of people who came through our lines who said, I never in a million years thought I would have to utilize this service. He said the food bank network helps underserved populations through its mobile truck service. They also host emergency drive-through distributions, which are especially needed during the summer when schools are closed because children aren't getting lunches. Feeding America notes that many U.S. households experiencing food insecurity rely on food pantries since they don't qualify for federal nutrition programs. That is true. Jakubowski added his group hopes the Biden administration will take further action to expand those programs. We are all in on urging Congress and the President to increase SNAP benefits and SNAP eligibility for Americans. We see that is absolutely the first line of defense against food insecurity. And if you didn't know, it is World Hunger Day. Let's go over here. Let's go to Myanmar, as millions face hunger with this food shortage that is deepening. In the wake of the military coup deepening the financial crisis, Myanmar citizens will go hungry in the coming months, the World Food Program has warned. Close to 6.4 million will face severe hunger crisis in the country, which is already suffering from political turmoil since the February 1 coup. Rising hunger and desperation is not new. Over and above the 2.8 million people considered to be food insecure in Myanmar, it's kind of hard to say if you don't live there, before the military took over. More and more poor people have lost their jobs and are unable to afford food. A concerted response is now required to alleviate immediate suffering and to prevent an alarming deterioration in food insecurity. The crisis has brought the banking system to a standstill, shuttering many branches, leaving businesses unable to make payments and customers unable to withdraw cash. The pandemic took a heavy toll on the economy, which had been growing as it emerged from decades of isolation and financial mismanagement under the former military governments. Let's look at this. A Blogging Hounds, this is a blog site. There is a perfect storm forming. Experts warn as the national media ignores the big picture on the growing list of shortages that are expected to get worse, not better. Susan Douglas. May the 27th, that's yesterday. All News Pipeline. While the number of people learning to prep by stockpiling food, water, medical supplies, and other basic necessities is increasing, especially during the economy killing pandemic lockdowns, there are still shortages occurring now and more on the horizon. For example, the electronic chip shortages causes others down the line, such as long delays and rising prices for appliances, cars, computers, etc. You get the point? Multiple different websites are reporting supply issues and further expected shortages. So we will start with items folks should be stocking up now and maybe should be gotten from a local store if needed now rather than later when the supply is gone. Stock up. Things are getting worse, not better. Gas, lumber, furniture, cars, those type of products are all seeing delays and price hikes. Getting an appliance could take weeks, if not months in some places, due to issues obtaining the parts and manufacturing of those appliances. Other items in your local store may still be available, but you're still seeing price hikes. Those items include diapers, tampons, canned goods, soda, beer, pops, soups, kitchen and pork products, cooking oils, imported foods like cheese, coffee, olive oil, corn, to name a few. She goes on to say, for anyone who thinks it's all going to end in a few months, consider the somewhat obscure U.S. economic indicator known as the Logistics Manager Index. The gauge is built on a monthly survey of corporate supplies that ask where they see inventory, transportation, and warehouse expenses, the three key components of managing supply chains, now and in 12 months. The current index is at its second highest level in records dating back to 2016, and the future gauge shows little respite a year from now. The index has proven unnervingly accurate in the past, matching up with the actual costs about 90% of the time. So this is a logistical nightmare right here. So, yeah, the price of corn is surging at a record pace. Prices have risen 16% this month. Commodities like lumber and copper are seeing higher prices, and global food prices are continuing to soar. Major corn and soy producers like Brazil and Argentina have been experiencing labor shortages as a result of the coronavirus pandemic, and unseasonably bad weather has hurt their crop yields. The big picture: if the American crops aren't able to fill the void, prices could jump further out of control. Shelby Myers, an economist at the American Farm Bureau. U.S. farmers are in a prime position to benefit from the situation, but cold weather in the Midwest has been followed by drought conditions, and it's making planting an uncertain proposition. So at this point, they are recommending you stock up on freeze-dried corn, long shelf life, handful of things that can be used to make soups and stews or as a side dish. So you can look, because look at that, it's pretty cool. Food shortage right there ahead. Yeah, food shortage ahead. So this is a blog. I've never been here before in my life, and it's okay. It is all right. A perfect storm is forming, and we have food shortages around the world, and we have people starving, and today is World Hunger Day. With that being said, have a wonderful rest of your day, and take a moment and say a prayer. And for those who are without, and send positive thoughts their way. And if you can, donate some food to your local food pantry. Thank you and love you.